Now, the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, will be presenting the 2019 budget statement and economic policy of government to Parliament on Thursday, November 15. Now, budget, as you may be aware, is basically the intention of governments and how they want to spend the money that we have and the policy interventions that we actually have. But have you ever thought about some of the themes attached to our budget here in Ghana? Well, we'll be discussing the various themes of our budget since 2009, and my colleague Philip Namfori is the man on the touch screen. Philip, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Sandra.
Why is it important that we even attach themes to our budget in the first place?
Thank you very much. So, you know, we've been focusing always on the hard numbers, macro data, revenue, expenditure. So I was doing some thinking. The team and I were like, okay, let's look at the themes of the various budgets from 2009 till date and see if indeed what was contained in the budget as a theme translates to what is on the ground.
Right.
And you know, our theme for the budget as a whole is the reality versus the numbers. What is on the ground and what is in the budget. The white book I brought last week to discuss. Yes. So we went through, I got this data from the Ministry of Finance website from 2009 right down to 2018. Look at all the themes in the budget. So for example, in the 2009 budget, the theme was investing in a better Ghana. Sometimes when you think about it, it reminds me of the quotes I hear often. What's in the name? I'm sure it was derived from Shakespeare's play, I beg your pardon, of Romeo and Juliet. What's in the name? Investing in a better Ghana. As of 2009, when this budget was being read, if you were there, do you remember Ghana being better, or we had some room to become better? We come down to 2010, growth and stability. 2011, stimulating growth for development and job creation. 2 years growth. Yes, we're a developing economy. We have a lot of room for improvement, they say. But this was the year that marked one of our highest GDP growth rates ever. Why? Discovery of oil. It sent our GDP into ranges of 11% and above. Then 2012, we saw the infrastructural development for accelerated growth and job creation. Another use of the word growth and job creation. And you know, as a country, as a developing country, we are very focused on jobs, on employment and stuff like that. Now, down to 2013, it says sustaining confidence in the future of the Ghanaian economy. Perhaps at that time, maybe confidence had waned in the economy because it was during this time that we experienced the commodity price drop. Commodity price, I mean gold and stuff like that, the prices had begun to fall. And Ghana is a major exporter of gold, etc. Then, in 2014, we had rising to the challenge, realigning the budget to meet key national priorities. So, essentially, what I gleaned from here is that, you know what, maybe we have gone a bit off course and we need to come back on track to experience what's the term there as key national priorities. In 2015, we had transformational agenda, securing the bright medium-term prospects of the economy. 2016, it says consolidating progress towards a brighter medium term. These two budgets, from what I infer, seem to focus on beyond just the fiscal year they were presented in. Right. So the next 5 years, the next 6 years. 2017 budget, what was popularly dubbed as the Asampa budget, it says sowing the seeds for growth and jobs. Then last one, 2018 budget, what we are using right now, and next we are going to the 2019 budget. It says putting Ghana back to work. And I throw Sandra this question. Sandra, have you been put back to work? Simple one.
I'll give you an answer after this presentation. But Philip, I mean, going through from 2012, going through the themes, I realized that growth factored a lot. From 2012 way down to 2016 about the why were we focusing so much on growth? And will you say, from your research, have we really seen growth since the budget was always talking about growth?
Okay, Sandra, thank you very much. So from 2012, like I said earlier on, we experienced a dip in the commodity prices in terms of how much we gain from these exports of gold whatsoever. So going forward, the country was supposed to put back on a sustainable trajectory. However, coming down to 2016, we experienced some dip in our GDP growth rates. That's the macro numbers. However, some argue that what's on the ground, what will be felt in my pockets, that's what we should be concerned about.
Right. Let me quickly cut
Yes.
you. We have just 30 seconds
Okay,
to go.
sure.
But then we talk about employment featuring from 2016 and all that.
Okay.
We'll be discussing, but Joy Business has a lot of programs ahead of the budget.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that, and on a budget date, we want to break it down.
Exactly.
So just take us through what we'll be doing quickly.
Okay, so today is one of such discussions. We're going to go more in depth. We'll have features and stuff like that where we're going to explain to you what exactly the budget is. And remember, it's the reality versus the numbers. What's on the ground versus what's in the book. We're trying to connect that to you, our viewer and listener.
All right. Thank you so much, Philip Nanfuri. That's how we wrap up tonight on Business Live.